your dirty linen in public. People will always talk. He said, yeah, I prepared for that. I will accept the consequences. I lose everything in this. So bear in mind, this was when he had announced the divorce, and he started saying a lot of defamatory things about her online, talking about he will not be treated this way. He's sick and tired of being treated, blah, blah, blah. So now I said, please give her some time. I had spent all night talking to these people, and then I woke up to this news that he was divorcing her online. Okay, so I said, please give her some time. If you don't intend to make up ever, then try to avoid engaging her in a volatile way to make it less dramatic experience for your children, because I had witnessed the arguments in front of their children and it was terrible. Okay, so I was trying so hard to make this a less dramatic experience for their children. And he says her narcissism will affect my children far more than a divorce. I said, both of you have severe narcissism. And he says, I have been evaluated by a UCLA top psychologist. I have anxiety and panic disorder, nothing else. And I said, your actions right now are saying otherwise. Did you contact a divorce lawyer already? Because he said he was going to get a divorce. We were trying to, sort this out. I told my sister to beg him. She went ahead, bought a cake, begged this guy. We're not going to get a divorce. And he was like, no way, I've already put it online because I don't want to go back on my actions. He says, no, I haven't gotten a lawyer. My actions are forced by her. And I said, okay, please, Justin, not yet. I told him, do not get a lawyer just yet, because I still had to talk to my sister. And he says, she divorced me. And I said, she didn't. She was bluffing, because when they were arguing, she said, well, go ahead and divorce. In fact, I am divorcing you. And then I was like, she was bluffing, a very stupid action that has backfired, because it was when she said she was divorcing him, he went online and said he was going to get a divorce to everyone. So he said, how is that sort of bluff not sociopathic, especially hundreds of times? Apparently, when they fight, they divorce themselves 1,000 times, and not just her, him too. And I said, people learn every day. Now she knows, because now he had put it online. I had to blast her on the internet for her to believe. I have been telling her since 2018, and it only intensified because she knew it would hurt me. And I said, I listened to her tell you she doesn't know why she does that and that she wouldn't do that again. This is me responding to the fact that they always threaten themselves with divorce every time they had an argument. Okay? Yes, she also swore to your mother the same thing 2 years ago, and your dad and my children. In 2020, they had a very big fight. It happened in my house, or 2019-ish, when they were in Nigeria. They were almost divorced, and then she said she was never going to use that threat again to tell him that she was divorcing him for anything that he did. Okay? Then I told Justin perhaps we made the right decision to end it, but please try and avoid engaging her with it's your fault talks, because that chat I showed you earlier on Instagram between both of them, he was trying to say, well, it's your fault, and I'm like, you know what, your children are there, so try and avoid that, because that is going to escalate. And I watched them insult each other in front of their children because of it's all your fault talks. So he said, I never say that. I say that it is a catalyst that caused the rest. Without it, extreme fights don't occur. She refuses to own that. I must be a demon. And I said, I just heard you do that 3 hours ago, Justin. You insulted her 5 times in front of June when I was on the phone. The same thing you complained about yesterday. So exactly what I was saying. I told him to stop telling her it was her fault that he went online to announce the divorce. Okay? They always get into heated fights that eventually end up with them insulting each other in front of their children. Okay, so you don't have to be, so you doesn't have to be responsible. Yeah, I guess I did. Not who I am, so who I have become. Anyways, he's trying to give an excuse for the insults he gave her. I don't even want to say the insults here because it was really intense. And it was in front of June. And June was there. She was screaming. And I was like, you know what? This is not healthy. Okay? I said, I know it isn't. What do you do for fun? So I'm trying to cheer this guy up and try to get him to, do something else. He has announced online that he's getting divorced. And as he said, I've spent the last 5 years building a life for my family. I don't really do anything else. And I told him, you have become me and Cheta, because really that's all we do. We work. It's what I've become I've had to become in order for my family to excel in LA. It's what all parents do. Well done. So I'm trying to cheer this guy up. Only person that is benefiting from this is Cora. This guy had gone online to announce the divorce. My sister was trying to move on with her life, trying to promote her book, and he was not having it. He was angry that it was not affecting her in any way. And I said, that's not fair. She's finally starting to earn. He says, I have to pay child support and live in a studio. And I said, you don't have to. Cora has been making, this is personal information, so I think I'm just going to skip this. So he's trying to say my sister earns more, she's a pathological liar. Anyways, so yeah. He's arguing that, she's making more money, he's not making more money, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's a good thing, because his children will be taken care of. He doesn't have to pay any child support, because that's what he was worried about. So and I told him that she also helped to build you. He said, yes, she built his social, but his practice, she cost us dearly with the divorce stress, that he would spend entire days at home trying to work it out, that he's done that at least 30 times, stay at home, and I make at least 1K when I'm working. And I told him that she wouldn't do this again, because she had promised me that she wouldn't threaten to divorce him again. So she refused to help me with the aspect of my business. And so this time, he was telling her that she needed to be his secretary and do his books and everything when she was in America. And she was trying to pursue her dreams. Every time she wanted to release